Hey everyone, my name is Ken. Today I want to share with you what is the definition of a stock market. The goal of this video is to offer you a different perspective of the definition of a stock market. The real fact is how you define a stock market will determine whether you are a long-term investor or a short-term trader. It will also determine whether you succeed in the stock market or you will fail in the stock market. And hopefully this video will help shape your investment principle and help you in your investment journey. The word stock market is used interchangeably with the words equity market, the share market, or sometimes even stock exchanges. Although by definition, stock exchanges is actually a subset of a stock market. By definition, a stock market is a public marketplace for issuing, buying and selling stock that are traded on a stock exchange. There are many stock exchanges in the world. Of course, the largest stock exchange in the world is by market capitalization is none other than the New York Stock Exchange. That is followed by the Nasdaq, which is also in the US, and the third largest stock exchange by market capitalization is in Japan. We call it the Tokyo Stock Exchange. There are many other exchanges in the market, such as in China, we have the Shanghai Stock Exchange or the Shenzhen Stock Exchange. In Australia, we have Australian Stock Exchange. In London, we have the London Stock Exchange. In Singapore, we have the Singapore Stock Exchange. Of course, in Malaysia, where I live, we have an exchange called the Bursa Malaysia. But that is all the conventional way of defining a stock market. But what exactly is your definition of a stock market? Please leave your comment below and let me know how you define a stock market. There are many schools of thoughts on what exactly constitutes a stock market. For some, they define stock market as a big public marketplace for manipulation, market abuse and insider trading, while some would define stock market as a place for the rich to invest. Others would define stock market as a big casino. There are really no right or wrong answer to this, but be careful on how you define a stock market because that will decide whether you are a short-term investor or a long-term investor. That will decide whether you fail in investing or you will succeed in investing. For example, if you define stock market as a marketplace for manipulation, insiders trading and market abuse, you'll be very fearful to invest your money. In fact, even if you invest in a good, solid, fundamentally good companies, you will also often take profit when the price goes up because you fear the market will be manipulated or the prices will be manipulated. If you define stock market as a place for the rich to invest, that is not exactly right anyway because if you think about it, anyone with as little as $1,000 can already begin investing right now. On the other hand, for those who define the stock market as a big casino, there is no right or wrong. But there are two implications that I can think of. If you think the marketplace or the stock market as a big casino, what would you do? You will go in and out for a quick profits. On the other hand, on a slightly more wiser approach is to take a calculated risk. But you know as well as I do, and in a big casino, the bankers always have the highest odds against the player. For me, I define stock market as a big marketplace for investor, for retail investor like people like you and me to actually assess the value of a company through investing. I repeat, to me, stock market is defined as a big, huge marketplace for retail investor like you and me to actually access the value of a real business through investing in stocks. You know, as the legendary investor and the head of Magellan Funds, Peter Lynch once says, I think you have to learn that there is a company behind every stock and that there is one real reason why stocks go up. Companies go from doing poorly to doing well, or small companies grow to large companies. Yes, investors must remember there is a real business, a real company behind every stock that they purchase. And the business hopefully will grow and flourish in the coming months and years ahead. If you really think about it, the stock exchanges doesn't really provide any value. The real value are created by companies that are listed on these stock exchanges. The companies, every single year, they generate a certain amount of earnings. A portion of this earning is then given back to the shareholders through the form of dividend. The remaining earnings are then plowed back to the companies to grow the company further, and that is why they are able to increase the dividend from one year to another and grow our dividend income every single year. Through innovation, technologies, distribution channels, and talent management, and hopefully the companies can use this earning to grow the company further. As the company grow further, the value of the company keep increasing, and the share price will follow suit as well. And that's where the investor get the extra capital gain. Another way to look at stock market for me, I think it is a place where they transfer the wealth from the impatient to the patient. Just imagine if you adopt this principle that the stock market is a place where they transfer the wealth from the impatient to the patient. Would you be a long-term investor or a short-term investor? I think you get it by now, what I'm trying to say. How you define stock market will determine whether you are a long-term investor or short-term investor. It will determine whether you will succeed or fail in investing. Now I have given you my definition of investing. Now it is your turn to let me know what is your definition of investing. Comment below and let me know so that we can get the discussion going. Please share this video so that we can empower more people with financial literacy so that they can achieve their financial goal and live life on their terms. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next video.